Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Jingle. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I've been really busy lately. I just got back from a trip last week with my wife and daughter. We went to Crypticon, Kansas City. This is an annual trip that we make just about every year. I think in the last like 7 years, I've only missed once, and it was last year's because we had a different family trip to go on. But I have so much fun going to these conventions and interacting with the guests and making new friends and spending way too much money. But I wanted to come on here and just tell you guys a little bit about my experiences and show you some pickups that I got. I pretty much only got physical media. My wife got like a really cool critter replica and a really cool Art the Clown like coffin bookshelf type thing. But I mainly just stuck with physical media and autographs and meeting the guests and stuff. If I told you guys how much money I spent, you would probably think I'm insane. But before we get into that, please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you're interested in more horror content or want to hear me talk more about conventions and like get guests I've met and autographs I have, stay tuned because I have a lot more on the way. But let's get into it. So we ended up going up there on the Thursday before the show started, and I always like going a day before it starts because it's really just like chill and there's not many people there and all the guests are coming in and they're really chill on the first night. And one thing that was really awesome that happened was the first night we were there, after my daughter went to bed, my wife and I got some drinks at the hotel bar, and Kane Hodder, who plays Jason Voorhees in parts 7 through 10, actually came down to the bar and kind of just hung out for a bit and chilled with us and bought us all shots. And it was really awesome. Like I said, it was like me, my wife, one other girl, and him, like just kind of hanging out for a bit. So that was a pretty cool, unexpected highlight of the trip for me. And then on Friday morning, we always like to take my kids to the Legoland in Kansas City. It's so much fun. It's like a Lego Children's Museum, which is really cool. And then there was this really cool shopping center right next to our hotel, and there's a lot of physical media places all around there. There's vintage stock, which I always like visiting, and there's Entertain Mart. They're along the same line. There's also an FYE, but I went to Entertain Mart first off, and I found this 4K of Doom with the slipcover. I absolutely love this movie. I grew up watching this movie when I was a kid. This is in the same vein as the Resident Evil movies with Mila Jovovich, which I absolutely love as well. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but like they're cheesy and the CGI is so bad in some of them. It's just charming to me, and they're really nostalgic. And this one is available on Amazon, but I know it doesn't have the slipcover, so I had to grab it with a slipcover for like 15 bucks. I thought that was really cool. And then right down the street from there, actually like probably 2 blocks from there, there was a Barnes and Noble, and they have their Criterion sale going on right now. So I had to go there and splurge a little bit. All their Criterion releases are half off. I'm not super big into the Criterion stuff, so I didn't go super crazy, but I did grab some films that I really like and know that I will rewatch a lot. I'm probably going to end up hitting up the sale one more time. I think it goes till like July 27th or something. But first off, I grabbed Night of the Living Dead on 4K by George A. Romero. Now, these are all films that I really love, and if any of them get like a boutique release, I will upgrade it and sell these most likely. But Night of the Living Dead 4K, can't go wrong there. Next, I grabbed Guillermo del Toro's Kronos. This is an amazing vampire film. I absolutely love anything that Guillermo del Toro does. Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water, they are some of my favorite films of all time. So I grabbed Kronos on 4K. And speaking of Guillermo del Toro as well, I also had to grab the Shape of Water Criterion release. Now, I do have the basic 4K of this, but I just saw this and had to get it. The Shape of Water is one of my favorite films of all time. I'm a massive monster movie fan, and this one is just absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen The Shape of Water, you need to. I absolutely love that one. Next, I grabbed the 4K of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. this is not a horror movie, but there are some like really creepy and like weird imagery in this film. I absolutely love Johnny Depp, and Hunter S. Thompson is amazing. But Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is an amazing 4K. Now, everything else after these next two are all horror films, but I had to grab Dazed and Confused on 4K. This is a classic comedy. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love everything about this movie. Matthew McConaughey's in it. Jason London, like their performances in this are so good, and it's just an infinitely rewatchable movie to me. I'm super excited to check this out. Check out like the special features and stuff that's on there because I don't own Dazed and Confused, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy. This next one, my buddy told me is really good. I've never seen it, but it has my boy Adam Sandler in it. We are talking Uncut Gems on 4K. Super excited to check this one out. I think this is like a crime drama, so I'm a big fan of those types of movies. So I can't wait to check out Uncut Gems. That is everything that I grabbed from the Criterion sale. I will get into some of my autographs that I got. So I don't have the autographs with me for some of the people. The main ones, Lachlan Monroe and Jonathan Abrahams from Scary Movie. They play Bobby, and then I forget Lachlan's character, but he's Shannon Elizabeth's boyfriend. Those guys were so cool. We met them on our last day there. They were so awesome, so nice to my wife and my kid and I, and it was so funny. Lachlan Monroe's actually in White Chicks, and my daughter absolutely loves that movie. So he was so nice to her. He couldn't believe that she had seen it, and he even suggested some more like kid-friendly films for her to watch, which was really cool. When we met John Abrahams, he was also in Terrifier 3, and he did tell me that he's going to be in Terrifier 4, which is kind of wild because his character gets killed off, for those of you that have seen it. I also asked him about Scary Movie 6 because I was like, hey, we got Scary Movie 6 announced. Are you going to return in that? And he kind of gave me a smirk and was like, I can't talk about that. But I mean, I feel like that was a pretty dead giveaway of that. So that's really exciting. I'm a big fan of Scary Movie. Absolutely love that film. It's such a classic and staple of my childhood. And then my daughter also got an autograph from Phil Fondacaro, who you guys may know from the Troll film. He plays the main troll, and I think he plays like one of the doctors or something in that movie as well. I love him in Tales from the Crypt Bordello of Blood. He plays Vincent in that movie. Absolutely love that movie. My daughter knows him from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So he was so awesome to her. She was so excited to meet him. He hooked her up with an autograph of him as Roland in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it just made his day. And knowing that she was such a big fan and super excited to see him out of everyone, he even like teared up a bit, and it kind of choked me up a bit. I thought it was really cute. But the highlight of the con for me is this tape right here. The great Warwick Davis was there, and I had him sign my Leprechaun VHS in gold because it was just so fitting. It says, I want me gold, and then it's Warwick Davis, and it says Lep on there. This is so awesome. I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. I am such a big fan of getting my physical media signed. Absolutely love it. There's just something about signing like a VHS tape or a 4K or something I know that like I'm never going to get rid of or upgrade, just to have that signature on there and be reminded of the memory every time is just a really special feeling to me. Next, I got Phil Fondacaro to sign my Tales from the Crypt Bordello of Blood tape. He put to Jordan, Phil Fondacaro, Vincent in quotation marks. That was so awesome. And this one, so what was crazy is so originally I brought my Bordello of Blood Blu-ray to get signed from him, but my daughter was so excited to see him, I ended up just letting her get a print signed by him. And then we were kind of just circling the con, making our rounds before we left on the last day or on the first day. And this tape was sitting on his table, and I was like, is this for sale? And he was like, yeah. So I bought the Bordello of Blood tape and got his autograph, and it was so awesome. The next thing that I got signed was on the second day we were there. I got my Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K signed by Bill Moseley, who you guys may know as Chop Top. This is my second time meeting Bill Mosley. He is such an awesome guy, so down to earth and really cool to talk to. And he's just so awesome. The first time I met him was he was actually with Sid Haig. So I told him, I was like, hey, the first time I met you was with Sid actually, and he was such a great guy, and I was so excited to meet him, and so on. And he was just really cool to talk to for a bit. Um, Last thing that I got signed was the Dawn of the Dead 4K box. I had Ken Foree sign it. He plays the main character in it, which is really, really awesome in my opinion. This is a classic George A. Romero film, and it's one of the greatest zombie films, if not the greatest zombie film of all time. So I was really excited to get his signature there. It was really funny. I recently did a review on this channel, and I recently watched a movie called Samurai Priest Vampire Hunter. I brought that up to him, and he was like, "What is that? I have no idea what that is." But he was in it. He was playing dumb about it, which was really funny. And then he was like, "Man, someone walked up and had me sign that ETR Media Blu-ray, and my body's like cut in half. Like my face isn't even on it." And he's like, "Why am I on the cover of that?" I thought that was really funny. My wife also ended up getting a Art the Clown Funko Pop signed by David Howard Thornton, which was really cool, and the little pale girl signed Funko Pop by I think your name's pronounced Amelie, which was really cool. But we've met David before, so that one wasn't too exciting for me. My wife's a big Terrifier fan, but I mean, I'm always excited to meet Art the Clown. We also got a photo op with him in the Santa Claus outfit, which was really, really awesome. And we also got a photo op with Kane Hodder in the Jason Takes Manhattan costume. If you guys want to see pictures of those, follow me on Instagram at Sheeny Jingle. Jason Takes Manhattan is my favorite look for Jason. I have a really awesome figure behind me over here that you guys can't see. My chair's blocking it, but I absolutely love Jason Takes Manhattan. So that was really cool. There was these panels that were really fun to sit through. We sat in on the Warwick Davis, Phil Fondacaro, and Tony Cox one, and it was just so cool listening to them talk about their memories being on films. And Warwick Davis was really funny because the host was like, "Yeah, we actually have a drinking game in the party suite for Leprechaun, Back to the Hood." And he's like, "Where is that at?" And the guy was like, "Right next to the pan room here." And he's like, "I'll be sure to steer clear of that." And he's like, "Actually, I'll be sure to leave the hotel during that." That was so funny. Let me take a drink of water here quick. That was really awesome. Um, Someone asked them if they have any movie props in their collections, and Warwick actually said that he has the rock that he used as Wicket when he throws it at the stormtrooper from Star Wars, and he also has like a gold chalice from the Gringotts Bank from Harry Potter. So I thought that was really cool. Um, let's get into the rest of my physical media that I picked up. So TerrorVision was actually there, which was really awesome. They're one of my favorite physical media labels right now. And I waited too long to pick up what I wanted from them. They ended up selling out of the Refrigerator Massacre. And I was also going to pick up, I think it's called End of the Line. So they actually ran out of those. So I only ended up grabbing the Wood Chipper Massacre from them. It sounds so awesome. That artwork is badass. I'm super excited to check this one out. It's really short. It's only like 80 minutes long, but it's like a shot on video, low budget horror from 1988. It's going to be right up my alley, so I'm excited to check that one out. um, there was this guy there that had one of the coolest booths I've ever seen at any convention. It was all VHS tapes, and they were really reasonably priced, which I was really, really excited about. And he even cut me a deal on everything that I picked up, and I have some heavy hitters in here that I've been wanting for some time. So I was really excited. His booth, the name was Greasy Eddie's Video, which was such a funny name. And he has a really cool story too about how Warwick Davis and his assistant came through, and they bought all of Warwick Davis's films from him, like on VHS and Laserdisc before the con even started. And then Warwick ended up hooking him up with a free autograph and picture, which was really awesome of him. But let's get into what I picked up from Greasy Eddie's. So the first one, I picked up this super clean copy of The Being. Now, I've been wanting to see this one for quite some time. This was directed by Jackie Kong, who, if you guys recognize the name, she did Blood Diner, which is another really, really fun 80s horror flick. I've been wanting to see The Being for a really long time. This artwork is so iconic, and the monster looks so cheesy. I can't wait to see this one. I've never seen it. If any of you have seen it, please let me know in the comments. That would be so awesome. I want to know if I'm missing out, if it sucks, if it's good, whatever it be. Let me know. I'm super excited about The Being. Next, I grabbed Carnosaur. It's another one that I've been wanting to see for a long time. I've never seen it. I've heard it's more of like an R-rated version of Jurassic Park. Super excited to check this one out. Love this classic artwork. Like I said, I remember seeing all these in the tape stores when I was a kid, but I pretty much had to like sneak the stuff past my parents or my grandma or whoever I was with. So I didn't get to see a lot of these when I was really young, but super excited to see Carnosaur. The next one I just had to grab. Is one of my favorite films from Dario Argento. It is called The Church. Absolutely love this film. It's so, like the demonic vibes and like the eerie vibes in the Gothic cathedral are so awesome. Severn Films actually put out a 4K of this movie, and I'm super excited to watch it on VHS. This is from Southgate Entertainment. This tape is so awesome. Super hyped about this, and I couldn't get some tapes without grabbing a full moon tape. This is called The Dead Hate the Living. Never seen this before, but it's another one that I remember seeing in the tape store all the time and just being like mesmerized by the cover and being so scared of it. This zombie is so creepy. Can't wait to check that one out. Next, we have Elves. I've been wanting to grab this tape for a long time. Been waiting for a clean copy of this to come up, actually. This one was super clean, and the price was cheaper than I've ever seen on this tape. And guys, like all these tapes that he sold me, they're all like this. Like they are so freaking clean. He was actually telling me that he wasn't sure if he was going to come back next year or not, just because of like how the sales were going and stuff. And then by the end of the show, he was like, "Yeah, I'm probably coming back next year, and I'm gonna have a bigger booth too. I'm hoping so. I can't wait to see him again, pick up some more tapes from him next year. This next one is probably the highlight of the lot for me. We have Night of the Creeps. This is one of my favorite 80s horror films of all time. I love, love, love um, Tom Atkins. He's such an amazing guy. Love him in everything he's in. And Fred Decker, same thing. Love the Monster Squad. This one is no different. Absolutely love Night of the Creeps. This is the first release from HBO Canon Video. This next one is a more modern release of a classic film that I absolutely love, classic 80s horror. This is the lunch meat release of Frankenhooker. This is a purple tape. For those of you that don't know, Frankenhooker on VHS goes for stupid money, and I want to get it someday, but this is going to have to hold me over until then. This is actually sealed. I don't know if I'll open it or when I'll open it, but really, really cool. Love the colored tapes, and I love everything that lunch meat does. These last three are going to be a little bit of a teaser for you guys of what's to come after I finish doing my Thriller Video Thursday series. I didn't get a Thriller Video Thursday video out last week. I tried to. I watched the movie, got the review down and everything, but I just didn't have time to edit it and post it before I left for my trip. But I'm going through and collecting these Midnight Madness Elvira tapes. So this is Night of the Ghouls, which looks like a ton of fun. This is a 1959 film, but again, just such a clean tape. This guy really takes care of his customers and everything. I was looking to see if he had social media, and he doesn't, unfortunately. But the next one I grabbed was Frankenstein's Daughter. It's another one, 1958. Looks super, super fun. These are so awesome. I'm trying to complete the collection of those. I think there's only like 13 or 15 of these tapes. I have about half of them. So I want to try to finish it before I finish collecting them before the Thriller video series is over. And the last thing that I grabbed from him was She Demons, another Midnight Madness Elvira tape, which is just awesome. Now, he did have some of the Coors Light variants of these tapes, and looking back, I wish I would have grabbed them because they're so cool. Elvira did a promotion with Coors Light in the 80s, and there's a really cool Coors Light standee of her, and there's variants to all these films that are kind of like a more purpley cover, and they have like the Coors Light logo on it, which is pretty sweet. But I just wanted to come on here and show you guys my recent pickups. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I'm hoping I will get to do more this month. I've just been really busy lately. So I had so much fun at Crypticon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and checking out my pickups and listening to my stories from the weekend. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.